Today is gonna be strange. I was commissioned to draw a Chupacabra OC and it's not Chubby. I mentioned this before. The YouTube shorts are not part of a D&D campaign, just saying. LOL.
guys, how you guys doing? Good morning. Yes, yeah, I know. It says, yeah, I'm reading the comments. Yeah, it obviously, but it overlaps with a lot of fandoms for them. Yeah, I understand that. This is actually a project that I've been working since high school. And yeah, everybody, I know people assume that my the story, the videos are Dungeons and Dragons related because Hidalgo is technically a kobold. Hello, yeah. Hi from Raptor Mini, how you doing? So yeah, because Hidalgo is a kobold, but to be honest, I didn't get into Dungeons and Dragons. I only played like 3 times, just so that you guys know. So I'm not gonna even pretend that I know that I'm a genius. I'm not even gonna pretend. I'm an idiot, okay? So I only played like 3 times, and the reason I only got into D&D after I was already working on my story. To be honest, the story was meant to be a book. That's why I don't have a lot of drawings of them. It was meant to be a book. And I decided to start drawing the characters until you know, around the same year the pandemic started. Webtoons had a contest basically in which you have to tell like a little short story, and decided to use, you know, the story that I've been working on from high school to make like a little short story. Yeah, you know where this is going, right? So when it came to design my characters, Hidalgo was supposed to be his own species. He was like he was going to be like a gremlin-like creature. Okay, he wasn't going to be he hasn't even going to be a species. It was basically, the joke is that every time people will ask, what are you supposed to be? Or they're questioning like, what is this little guy? Like somebody will interrupt, or there's going to be like a noise in the background blurring whatever he is going to say. So the joke is like, nobody's gonna know. No one is gonna know what he is, basically. But I don't know, I discovered Dungeons and Dragons. I fell in love with kobolds, and I was like, you know what? What if I make Hidalgo a kobold? Yeah, what is this little guy? Exactly. So that was going to be the joke, in which people are like, what are you, or what are you supposed to be? And rarely when he will answer, there's gonna be like a noise in the background. I actually got inspired by some of the episode of SpongeBob, in which you guys remember that? Have you seen that episode? I'm pretty sure everybody has at least seen this episode. I'll be surprised if you're not familiar with it. I'm talking about old school SpongeBob. You know, when they wanted to reveal the secret of the Krabby Patty, and they're like hinting it, and it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen, like, and then it cuts. They don't tell you. Were you mad? Were you mad when they didn't reveal it? I was actually inspired by it. That was going to be the original idea. He was going to be his own little creature, basically. He doesn't have a species or anything, but people, when he's about to say, "Oh, I'm this," there's gonna be like a noise in the background, and you're like, "Eh, what? Excuse me, eh, what?" So yeah, so he's a kobold, and this is why a lot of people think that my story is Dungeons and Dragons related, even if I go and correct people, like, no, this is not Dungeons and Dragons. There's other people in other comments saying, yes it is. Yes it is, and this is how you can do this sort of things and stuff like that. So I'm like, I kind of gave up saying it's not Dungeons and Dragons, because at the end of the day, people are gonna find ways to make it work, basically. You have no idea how many times people have been asking me for Chuppy's character sheet, and I'm like, there isn't one. Anyway, so let's go back to the commission, okay? So Chupacabra, this is actually at first, okay? Somebody came to me and make their own Chupacabra OC. Yes, I heard. Yeah, I'm from Mexico, and Hidalgo is a random name, or were you tending to write something along the lines of a nobleman? Why did I name Hidalgo Hidalgo? I actually have 2 reasons. Actually 3. Yeah, I have 3 reasons. 1, I just like it, and it doesn't come across as a first name often. I just really like it. Second of all, I think a lot of people that are like saying for years people are like, are you aware that the mayor of Paris name is Hidalgo? And I'm like, yes, I've been aware of it since the past 3 years, something like that. I think it's been 3 years. But no, it's actually Miguel Hidalgo. You know, historical figure from Mexico, basically. Again, I like the name. And second, third, last one. Have you seen the movie Hidalgo? It's about a horse. I fucking love the movie. Yeah, you could say that there's 3 reasons. Mostly it's because I just happen to like the name. I just happen to like the name. Chubby doesn't have a character sheet. He ate it. Yeah, and I've been thinking, what if I try to make a character sheet or attempt to make it, but then again, Chubby can do a few things that might be considered OP or game breaking. Yeah, I'm guessing this stream is gonna be like an anatomy lesson on chupacabras, I guess. Or my own version, to be honest. You look very pretty today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm coughing so much. I don't know. I can't hear straight. I'm sorry. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. I've got my tea warmer right here next to me. I actually grew up near a town named Hidalgo when I was a niño, when I was little. Yeah, there are towns over there. They're called Hidalgo as well. There are little towns up there. Okay, so going back to this. So I'm guess this is going to be like an anatomy lesson on chupacabras. So this fellow right here, it's supposed to be. Let's zoom in. This little guy right here. Oh, basically it's a girl. It's supposed to be an albino chupacabra, which I'm not opposed to the idea. I mean, there are albino versions of every creature on the planet has an albino version of something. Yeah, we have our shinies in nature. We have our shinies in nature as well. So I'm not opposed of the idea of or the possibility of, you know, there being a chupacabra in the wild though. So okay, so let's just get started. And I'm gonna be explaining as I go. I'm gonna make this picture smaller because it's taking a huge chunk of the canvas. Just gonna keep it right there where you can see it. Make a folder that is gonna be just for this sketch. Bring my pencil. Color. I always like to work with magenta. Oops. Oh, I forgot my cursor. Give me a sec. There we go. I forgot to add my cursor. So you guys know where my pencil is. There we go. Now you can see it. There we go. Yeah, it kind of looks like a blossom cherry, 3 colors. Yeah, so I'm gonna do my take if I had a albino chupacabra, or at least a female. One thing is for sure, the one thing that I need to say right off the bat, just because I'm drawing a chupacabra that will fit my universe, it doesn't make it canon, okay? Just keep that in mind, okay? Just keep that in mind. Just because I'm drawing a chupacabra from somebody else, it doesn't make it canon. Also, Ace Combat Zero, yes. You know, let me raise the volume a little bit. There we go. I swear to God. Do you get chills when you hear like a song that you really like? Do you get chills? I do. Okay, one thing that is distinguishable from the chupacabras that I need to say is that the upper torso, yeah, you know, the torso, the front legs are actually longer than they're actually longer. Box for the face. It's gonna be like looking sideways. Oh yeah. Let me pull the Chuppy's character sheet so you can see it. Yeah, you do get chills when you listen to music. Like, oh yes. I get that. Apparently people that get goosebumps when they hear music that they really like, they get goosebumps. And they're like the rare breed, basically. We're rare. Not a lot. It's not a common thing, apparently. This is Chuppy's character sheet. You can see right here, actually his front legs are longer. Actually, this is the shoulder blade. They're longer than the back legs, actually. And he has a little bit of a hump to hold the spikes. But they're not spikes, they're more like coils. They're hollow. They can rattle like snakes. And they use it for communication. So they have a little bit of a hump. You get the goosebumps where you hear a song that you haven't heard in a while. I get the feeling. Their faces are like they're very square. Kind of like pit bulls. And a lot of their strength is, you know, on the upper body. They're ambush predators. And they come in many different colors as well. They're not limited to, you know, the green coloration that you see here. They could be red, like lizards. They could, you know, the coloration basically can tell a lot about their health as well. The more vibrant their color, the healthier they are. If a Chupacabra's colors fade, they become like gray, then that indicates that it's not a healthy specimen. I'm assuming that this girl has actually has good owners, basically. So I'm gonna draw her chunky as well. Yeah, basically there is not a lot of difference between their quails. I know that in here, their quails are smaller. I guess I can do it smaller. But most of the time the quails are the same regardless of gender. It's like, normally it's like one. They're like mainly 5 quails. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But she says that they told me that it has 2 quails broken. But I got news for you. I mean, they will grow back. Their quails grow back if they're broken. They're like fingernails. Chunky Chupacabra, yeah. It's Chubby. It's not Chubby, actually. This is somebody else. This is somebody else's OC. But before you guys say, "Oh, what if you draw this character with Chubby?" I actually have bad news about that. They will fight each other. Possibly to the death. Yeah, Chubby does not like his own species because he will see other Chupacabras as competition. So he will fight other Chupacabras. So like, nope. Like he will look at Mar and be like, "This is my dad, don't mess with him and I'm gonna kill you." Yeah, in captivity, Chupacabras, dude, it's really difficult it's very difficult for them to breed. You know what I mean? They don't do well, they don't breed in captivity. It's, you know, it's really, really, really hard. Yes, they're very territorial, exactly. They're very, very territorial. They are very, very elusive as well, very hard to find. So for poachers to find or capture a Chupacabra, it's like It's like catching a very exotic animal. So you're like, then how did Martin came? How did he get Chuppy? Basically, this is actually funny. This is actually not funny. More like, You could say that Celine kind of just found her. Celine is the one who found him as a little puppy, and she kind of just took him. Yeah, it's not much of a story. I've decided to give them the backstory that my cat has. You know? If you guys remember Pepper, my cat, she kind of just... I didn't get her, I didn't adopt her or anything. She kind of just spawned in the backyard. You know, her mom kind of just gave birth there and kind of just left, you could say. So I just happened to pick her up. So yeah, Chuppy doesn't have a very interesting backstory. Celine kind of just found him, like, she was like, oh, puppy, and then that puppy grew up, basically. I was wondering how Martin got Chuppy. Yeah, actually, Martin is not a big fan of animals, but you know what happens when somebody gives you a puppy. You're like, ew, dog, but you're like, you're my son now. At first he did not care for Chuppy. He did not care. But later on he's like, I will tolerate it. And then the rest is history. And then I'm gonna draw these broken. Again, they will grow back. Their spikes will grow back. Because they're actually quails. If one breaks, if it falls, immediately another grows back. Because they're really important for them. They use them for communication. They rattle as well when they're excited. They rattle as well. It's okay. Coffee break. Chuppy isn't built like an ambush predator because, for example, are more lean. Yeah, exactly. Chuppy doesn't have the ambush predator. Actually, that's the thing. They're ambush predators because they tend to hide. I think what you mean is a sprinter. Yeah, Chuppy, it's not a sprinter. Yeah, I think that's what you mean. Big cats tend to sprint. They have their spines are really flexible for actually running, for having a starting run and chase. No, they actually hide until very close to their prey and then just boom. They're really bulky, so they basically take down whatever prey they had in front of them. They take them down with their weight and then just keep it, and then just keep them down. Yeah, Chubby is not built for speed. Yeah, these guys are not built for speed. They're ambush. Because they're not sprinters, they have to wait until like they're very close to their prey. So I'm gonna give her smaller paws. She has a bit of a longer snout, but okay. I'm gonna break some of those coils. You're like, Bon is like, so Martin is Dad didn't want pet but becomes inseparable from pet then. Yeah. I already told you guys the story, right? Remember my cat Pepper? I left her with my parents over there in Vegas. Because she's very well adapted over there. I didn't want to stress her out. Besides, kind of mom kind of just fell in love with her, and my dad. Oh my god, my dad he hated cats. I'm saying hated because apparently he really loves Pepper now. Yeah, he was like he was the type of like, I do not want a cat. I don't want cats. Cats are terrible. They smell. So when I told you, right, the Pepper, she cannot just spawn in the behind the shed, by the shed. Yeah, we weren't planning on taking her in because she had a sibling. We were just checking on them to make sure that they were like getting fed. But then there was like a storm. There was like there was a thunderstorm. It was rainy, and I remember my siblings and I were really worried. I was like, oh my god, what happened to like I wonder if the kittens are okay. The next day we went to check on the kittens and one of them were dead, and one of them was dead. So I was like, I don't care what my dad says. I don't care. I'm taking this little kitten with me. So we took the survivor kitten, which is now Pepper. We took her with us, and we were like, we do not tell our parents. Okay, we do not tell our parents. So she was this little thing that could fit right here in my hand. She was this little thing. I remember that I ran to the pet store to get milk to feed, because she was a newborn. She was only like 2 days, maybe 3 days old. So we actually had to rush to the pet store to get milk to start nursing her. So we, me and my siblings took like every 2 hours we'll feed Pepper with that little syringe thingy that has like a little nipple so she can drink. So we took turns every 2 hours. We will burp it. We will burp her, massage her, so she will pee. We'll clean her oh my god! It felt like having a newborn. Well, it was literally a newborn, but you know what I mean, right? So the issue began when Pepper started meowing. She was loud. So yeah, like 2 weeks later, she started to open her eyes and she will meow loudly. So yeah, we actually rinse and repeat the entire thing for like 2 weeks until my dad was like, what the fuck is that noise? Do you guys have a cat? Jesus Christ, he was not happy. He was not happy. It was like, you throw that shit away. I was like, we were like explaining that we already been feeding this kid for like 2 weeks. I was like, you can't do that. We completely made him look. We all look at each other. We're like, oh no, we have to make Dad feel like he's the bad guy. I was like, how can you do this? This is a newborn kitten. Like, her sibling already died. Her mother abandoned it. We're being taken care of for the past 2 weeks. How can you do this? Ain't got a guilt trip, right? So he's like, okay, so he was like, fine, but as soon as that thing starts walking, you throw it out. And we're like, yeah, okay. I'm like, okay, fine. That was 4 years ago now. And she's still there though. Yeah, I already heard, I heard my dad several times because he wakes up early to go to work. So we actually heard him. Like he walks down the stairs and he actually does the to Pepper basically. We seen him try to play with Pepper as well, and Pepper is just like, he sees my dad and she just flops to the side. She just drops. So my dad plays with her now, and we're like, didn't you used to hate cats? And he's like, chinga tu madre. His way of saying fuck off, basically. So, also, just popped in. Thanks, Crabbat. Hey, Dante, I just told this story from... I just told Pepper's story again. I just told Pepper's story. How she kind of just popped into our lives. She basically has the same origin story as Chubby. She kind of, yeah, technically she has the same, Chubby and Pepper have the same backstory. It's not that shocking, or, you know, he just happened to be there. You remember that? And how Dad used to hate, and how Dad used to, yeah, in the middle of the night, my dad would be like, pss, 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 pss. And we're just giggling, trying not to say anything or trying to ruin the moment. We're just giggling. Yeah, and then, yeah, right before going to work, he would be like, pss, 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 pss. Let's work on those toes. I'm gonna give her a little bit of a round chin. There's like a tag on its ear, yeah. Hello, another 3-hour stream today. I don't know, I'll try to keep it 2 hours, because 3 hours, it's a lot for me. After 2 hours I need to take a break, because I'm old and my legs need to be stretching. See, I'm old and crunchy. Yeah, those things. They actually have like 2 sets of teeth on each side, but they're like fused together. Yeah, basically they're designed to punch her and basically cause as much bleeding as possible. So since she's a girly girl, I guess I'll give her bigger eyes. To give her that young-ish. Let's not forget the sickle claw. There we go. Yeah, it reminds me of the raptor claw in Jurassic Park hiding in the kitchen. Oh my god. I still, you know, it's been almost what? It's been 30 years and that movie still looks really good. That movie has aged like wine. And to be honest, the CGI looks so much better than a lot of, you know, more recent movies. My opinion. Yeah, in my opinion, Jurassic Park, not a world, Park, still looks better than a lot of, you know, the most recent movies. That's a hill I'm willing to die on. Teach me, please. Teach me, please. I'm a terrible teacher. I'm a terrible teacher. I can only show. I'm a terrible teacher. I try teaching my niece or trying to give her a few pointers, but apparently she got too overwhelmed with the amount of information that I was giving her that she kind of quit. Actually made a post, I think, on Bluesky. She wanted to draw Shadow the Hedgehog, and I tried to basically teach her that, you know, Shadow has a very, very simple shape. You know, a very, very simple shape. You just draw circles. You know, his head is completely a circle. And then she's like she's like, okay. And then I move on to the hands, and I'm like, if you wanna draw hands, always draw like if you were drawing a glove. It always helps. And you do this and do this and do this, and like here's one finger, here's the other one, here's the other one. And then she's like, I don't wanna draw this anymore. I don't wanna draw this anymore. And I'm like, and I was like, I felt as a teacher. Oh my god. She gave up on me so fast. So yeah, I don't know if I'm the best when it comes to... Yeah, because when I'm drawing, I'm going for a feeling. I don't know how to explain it yet. That tail needed to be a little bit higher. Yeah, most of the time when I'm starting a drawing, I don't know what I'm doing. Everything is a mungo mess, as you can see. Oh, it's... And in the back legs, they have 3 fingies. Like... Teaching isn't easy. I spent the last 3 months teaching a new IT system to my office, and it was genuinely difficult. I know. It's just that when you're teaching people, you need patience from both ends. That you have to be patient to give the lesson, and the other one has to be patient to listen, willing to be the other person has to be, you know, willing to absorb the information, or else this is not gonna work. Sup? Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Have you risen?
I've been.
So Rabbit and I want to go and adopt a kitten.
No,
Yes. Yes. Guys, we're getting a kitten. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Bitch, I am not gonna get
we
the...
said no cats here.
I'm still not gonna get the deposit back from this apartment. I'm not getting it.
Yes, you are because I have everything recorded.
I have a feeling that they're not gonna give me back my deposit regardless. We're getting a kitten. We're still fighting on that. There's a $900 worth of deposit. I'm like, I'm not getting that money. I'm not gonna see that money back. I miss my Pepper though. I miss Pepper so much. I want a kitten. I want to cuddle a kitten. I need a kitten. I miss my pets. I miss Zelda. I miss Pepper. I miss my girls. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do another sketch now on top of this. Dante is like, Pepper gave me the facial exfoliation special this morning. Aw, man. I miss Pepper so much. And she woke you up in the morning. Oh man, I miss my girl. Am I gonna pull kittens' names or already decided? We still need to go and get and see. We haven't adopted the kitten yet. We still need we need to get the kitten first if we're gonna decide on a name. But yeah, I will probably do that when you get the kitten. Yeah, the thing is, I used to be allergic to cats. I used to be allergic, let me tell you. But it's not like I will like get like you know, I will be or get difficulty breathing. No, it will be the kind of like if it touched me, my my skin start to break up and it will get itchy. But when we got Pepper, I was like, I will build immunity if it kills me. I was like, I will do it. And yeah, I actually build resistance to that. The only thing is that if I get like an accidental scratch, I just need to wash it immediately and I will be fine. Yeah, so I need to build my resistance. Yeah, that is a must. The ear is a little bit torn, so I'm gonna make sure there's like a scar tissue. Somebody's blowing leaves outside. Somebody's out there with a leaf blower, so it's pretty noisy out there. little tag. Thick rings. I just imagine it in Algo running a leaf blower. That wouldn't be out of character. That wouldn't be. Just to screw with people. Yeah, imagine Alan is trying to get some work done and Hidalgo's like with the leaf blower trying to be as noisy as obnoxious as possible. Music, nice. This romance I want to try. I don't know about the snout. Tokwa. really gonna see the other little claw here. You're not gonna be able to see it. Spikes. Although, yeah, I keep calling them spikes, but the correct term will be quails. Yeah, because they're like fingernails. If they break, they will grow back. And they're hollow. Let's give her a happy tail. She deserves it. Is there a toe missing in the right front paw? No, it's not. You won't be able to see it on the other side. No, it's fine, it's fine. He's like, oh, sorry. No, it's fine. It's like the same way, like right here. If you have your hand like this, I mean, can you see my pinky? You can, right? Same principle. Because the other fingers are covering it. She has a scar on her neck. There we go. Sketch. There we go. I made her paws a little bit smaller. Yeah, because my boy Chuppy has big bare paws. Is this Chuppy? My brain. No, this is not Chuppy. This is somebody else's. Yeah, this is what I mean. This actually feels a little bit strange. That somebody actually commissioned me to make their own character, their version of their of my Chupacabras, basically. I think she's ready. Yeah, you could say that the boys have bigger paws. Yeah, you could say that that's the main difference. There's not a lot of difference between females and males, but their spikes, basically, they keep growing because they use it for communication. Like, if they break, it will grow back eventually. Yeah, this is Chuppy right here. This is Chuppy. This is an entire different creature. Okay, now I'm going to work on the line art. I'm gonna make a folder. And that's where I'm gonna start doing the line art. Yeah, I have a little bit of a process here. Oops. This is what the first sketch looked like. Pretty messy. That's the second sketch, and now I believe I'm ready for the line art. Chuppy, it looks like Chuppy has more coils. No, he doesn't have more. They're just they have like 3 rows of coils actually. Yeah, he has 3 rows. He have this row. I can't zoom in. I'm sorry, I can't zoom in. He has the main ones. They're up here. These are the main ones, and there's like another set of small ones. They're like right here. Makes it look like he has more, but no. It has 4 sets in here. You know, I wanted to go for 5, but I kind of just added an extra here. That's why I was like, it's fine. Yeah, I wanted to go for a lionfish kind of style. Yeah, he has like right here. He has a little bit of a hump because it has some extra muscles to make them move them around, to shake them. See, you know, I feel like I need to push these spikes a little bit lower. Yeah. There's one set here, and the other set here. It's a vector layer, okay. I was like, am I drawing a vector layer? Chuppy, the cutest monster boy. I'm actually drawing a girl. And you're like, is this Chuppy's girlfriend? It's not. This is somebody else's OC. And what if you draw them together? I would, you know, that wouldn't be possible because they're so territorial they will fight each other. Yeah, I'm just saying this for people that just jumped into the stream. This is not a new. This is not another Chupacabra. This is from my story again. This is just somebody else's character. Doesn't make it canon. I didn't know you took commissions. I did. I opened for like 2 days. I normally don't do commissions because I'm too busy with my own projects, but I decided to open for commissions because people have been requesting for a long time, and I could have used the extra money to send to my parents. So yeah, that was the main reason why I decided to open for commissions. But I opened for commissions and I only announce it to my YouTube members and my private Discord for the first day, so they could get, you know, first tips. And and then the next day when I was like playing the horror game on Tuesday, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say it right now. Commissions are open. It says they're closed, but it's actually open, and kind of just left it there. And I started getting flooded with requests. And the next day that I was, which I mean yesterday, that I was like working on a commission live, and I was like, guys, I'm gonna have to close for commissions. I'm sorry. I was planning on keeping them open until Friday. Oh my god, but I have so many that I have to close. Oops. Because, yeah, I was getting overwhelmed and I was like, no. I need to close. Because I don't want to be rushing commissions. You know, people paid money to, you know, get their characters done properly. And I'm like, I'm not about to rush that. And like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to close right now and just work with whatever I have, with the commissions that I have right now. So, oh my goodness. I just couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. So I closed yesterday, and as soon as I was done with the stream, I closed it, and then I have people messaging me. I was like, hey, I tried to commission you, and then it said that the request didn't go in, and then I have to go and check, and I was like, oh yeah, I don't see the commission. I don't see that. I don't think it went through, probably because I closed at the same time that you were trying to check out. So I was like, oh. I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, Jesus Christ, thank you guys so much. I did not think, I did not see that one coming. I was like, I'm just gonna keep them open until Friday, and whatever I got, I will work on that. Is the referee missing her back right foot? No, it's right there. Yeah, I can see the toe claws right there. Scar tissue. the other tooth. Random dude, yo, love your art style, shorts, and character design. Keep being awesome, thank you. Looks like a sassy girl. Well, she's supposed to be shy, but I'm gonna assume that she's being treated well right now. Gonna assume that she is very well fed. I see that she's pretty chunky, and despite the scars, the broken coils, I believe that she just got recently rescued, or like she got rescued but got into a fight. That's what I'm gonna assume, because again, even though the spikes are broken, their spikes grow back, so that's what I'm gonna assume. Coffee break. Maybe feisty? I don't know about feisty. Or maybe, yeah. It said it's in the description it said that she's shy, but she's cool with you once she gets to know you. I'm gonna draw the neck. Oops, wrong. Gonna draw the spikes. Spikes. I'm back, Paula. How you doing? Those little point, point, point. Damn it. I had the sniffles. I have like a sneeze trying to come up, and it just keeps going back. I'm like, sneeze already. Scars. Yeah, it looks like she survived a pretty nasty cut. for the body. Shoulder blade. Extra sharp claw. There we go. That's one paw down. Zoom out. There you go. Nope. There we go. Little bit of coffee break. How do people become dragons? I don't know. Maybe the clothes can be clipped and then filled like horn hoops. You could make a flute out of it if you think about it. I don't think they're thick enough to, you know, to make a horn. But I feel like you could make a flute out of a coil of a chupacabra. That actually sounds pretty badass. Yeah, it actually sounds pretty badass. Oh, and you, my bad, plays trumpet. My dad plays trumpet. Oh, no, to sharpen them. I don't think so. I don't think they'll be, I don't think their coils do good knives because they're hollow. Yeah. Their quills, again, their quills are meant to rattle. They're meant for sound. They're meant for communication. They don't use them for fighting. And when they're fragile. When they break, they just grow a new one. If they break, could they be sharpened? No, they will just shed it. You really want them to be spiky, right? You want them to be. I feel like you really want them to use the spikes to be in combat, but no, that's not the case. Their spikes are fragile. They're used for communication. They can be sharpened. They're like fingernails. They just keep growing. That they wouldn't be a nice. They wouldn't. Their spikes wouldn't do good for knives and stuff. But poachers will take their toe claws. I was thinking of a porcupine quill, not a bird. Think of it. Do you know how rattlesnakes' tails work? Yeah, their tails are always hollow, and they have like a scale that it's inside that just moves and creates the sound. They have exactly the same thing. They're hollow, so there's like a special scale inside that rattles when it moves. Frost, how you doing? Hey Freaky, how you doing? Freakier. Freaky. Baba boy. I mean, go for it, stupid autocorrect. Oh my god, I feel you. I was just saying yesterday that I feel like is it just me or autocorrect actually rotted our brains? Because have you tried, writing, just grabbing a normal pen or a pencil, trying to draw something, and all of a sudden you forgot how to spell the simplest things? I was talking about that yesterday. I was like, in high school I was actually really good at writing. I wasn't good at grammar, but I remember how to spell certain stuff. I was, I could, write decently, but nowadays if I pick up a pencil or a pen and I try to write something, I'm like, let me check on Google to see if I spelled it correctly. Happens to me all the time. And I'm talking about English. I'm not talking about Spanish. I'm talking about English. I mean, again, English isn't my isn't my first language. It's my second language. And I could read and write. I could read and write just perfectly fine, but again, nowadays, I was like, I was able to do this before. Why am I struggling? Because I did this in high school. Why am I struggling now? Or sometimes the how to correct does screw you over. I'm trying to basically. I remember that I spelled something correctly, and then I press send, and for some reason the phone autocorrects the word, and it gives you something different. I hate it when that happens. It was like, you stupid phone, I had the right word, why did you change it? There we go. We have again. Somebody said like, isn't it missing a toe? I was like, it's not that it's missing a toe. Is that it's on the other side and you can't see it. The same principle as you can't see the pinky if your hand is like this. You can see the thumb, but you can't see the pinky. I gotta thank you for the tips on line art. It worked really well. To be honest, the one tip that I can offer you for anybody is don't stress too much. You know, sometimes stress can lead you to burnout. It makes you question your work, and just if you're gonna start a piece, it doesn't matter if it looks good or not. It's all part of the process. This is the first sketch. This is something that I wish somebody told me when I started drawing, is just do it. Just do it and see what happens. You might, you know, find your new favorite style. Don't stress too much, just do it. It's one of the advantages of drawing in digital and not traditional. Because when you're drawing traditional, I used to draw traditional like quite often, but one thing that I don't miss from traditional works is that when you're drawing and you're sketching, you have to keep in mind the type of paper that you're using. Because if if you're like really heavy on the paper and your pencil might break the paper, or you're like, okay, I take it back, I don't like what I did. You try to erase and then you have like smudges all over the paper. You don't have that issue here. So if you have a tablet, you can just draw over it. Just draw as messy as possible and then draw on top of it again. And then draw on top of it again. It's all about refining. Bro, when I draw traditional, I double tap. Oh my god, I'm so guilty of that too. Bro, when I draw traditional, I double tap on the on the screen to redo. I normally, you know, a few years back, I used to jump between traditional and digital art pretty goddamn often. So I actually had that issue. So I'm like, I'm doing traditional. I don't do the double tapping because I didn't draw on tablet. I do. I always draw on PC, so I always had like a little shortcut with me. So I will try to reach for the Control C or just the little button shortcut. So I'm like drawing, and then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, I need to go back. So I'm like trying to reach. I'm trying to reach for my goddamn little keyboard. I was like, God damn, this is traditional. I got her doing that too. I'll do you one better, and it worked backwards too. Okay, it worked backwards too. So I'll be doing my traditional work, and all of a sudden, let's say, because back then I was working on a Wacom tablet. So the Wacom tablet, if you want to erase, you can actually flip the pencil, your pen, and you have the eraser on the other end. That's what I actually really like that feature. So it felt more natural. So here, no, actually, this one doesn't have that, in which you have the eraser on the other side of the pencil. This one doesn't have it. But back then, yeah, the other tablet, the other pencil had that option in which you just flip your pencil and you erase with that. I thought it was pretty cool. But anyways, I will just keep drawing, and then I will flip my pencil trying to draw, and then I will blow on my screen. I'll be like, because I'm trying to get rid of the pen of the eraser shavings. So I was like, this is a digital tablet, you dumbass. So every time I will flip my pencil trying to erase, I will just instinctively just try to blow or try to, you know, clean the pencil shavings. I was like, oh my god, this is a tablet, you dumbass. So yeah, it went backwards as well. Back then I was jumping between traditional and digital pretty often, so yeah. I actually experienced both. Yeah, you gotta love the goddamn muscle memory, right? Yeah, I'm doing digital, trying to erase, and I'm trying to blow with the pencil shavings. Or you're doing traditional, and all of a sudden you find yourself trying to reach for the undo button. Oh my goodness. The beauty of muscle memory. What software am I using? I'm using Clip Studio. Structure here, it's always weird, especially in this position. I think I got it. It reminds me from one of those dogs from Borderlands. Another good game that people keep mentioning and I have not played. I have some people saying it reminds me of Rosie. Is it from the same game? Somebody says like, or Mass Effect? I don't know. I'm mixing games here. I'm just spitballing. Do you play D&D? Yes and no, because I only play like 3
drawing
times.
Chubby today.
Actually no. I only play like 3 times. I only played D&D 3 times, but that was like years ago. And you'll be like, so isn't your videos about D&D? No, it's not. It's its own thing. And am I drawing Chuppy today? Actually, no. This is somebody else's Chupacabra. This is somebody else's Chupacabra. Yeah, this is actually a really strange commission. I actually never had this before. And somebody like, can you try? I made like Chupacabra that will fit in your universe. I was like, okay, I guess. So I'm basically giving everybody classes, a 101 class in Chupacabra anatomy. And just a quick disclaimer, no, this doesn't make them canon. Now, just because I'm drawing a Chupacabra for somebody else, it doesn't make it canon. I'm just saying. Exactly, that's the thing that I knew somebody's gonna say that. This is giving me a lot of Chuppy got a girlfriend vibes. Exactly, this is why I was like doing a disclaimer. Just because I'm drawing a Chupacabra, it doesn't mean that this is canon. And another thing that I wanted to point out, that if you put Chuppy with another Chupacabra, if it's male or female, they will try to kill each other. They're super territorial. And they don't breed, it's very difficult for them to breed in captivity. So that's the one thing I want to point out, so people don't get any any ideas, because I know you people, you like to, oh, we're gonna see puppies. I was like, sorry to break it to you, but that's not gonna happen. It's too thick. It deleted the entire line. No, bring it back. This is what I mean. I love the Control-C button, the undo button. I love it. Control-C. What would I do without you? If we only had a Control-C for when we're doing traditional works.
Okay, but if that's the case, how the hell does the species survive if they are so aggressive and territorial with each other?
Really? You want me to explain that? It's actually really, again, it's really difficult for them to breed in captivity, because whoever's trying to breed them is choosing for them. They don't like that. They will fight each other until, you know, they will just keep fighting each other until one basically decides to give up. Or, you know, a lot of, like in nature, you know how some animals force themselves into another one? It's like, do you really kind of want me to get into that? Okay, now for the scar. A little bit exposed, healed skin. Feels like she has like a scar here. Yeah, chupacabras basically are supposed to be really aggressive, very territorial. But Chuppy is just the odd one out that is excessively friendly to his inner circle. He is still territorial to other strangers, but he will always listen to chupacabras are also pack oriented, and he will always see Martin or Celine as, you know, as their leader. Even though Chuppy has basically, even though Chuppy still has the physical abilities and the to cause harm, he will not engage unless Martin or Celine says so. Chuppy is aggressively friendly. Yeah, this is why I wanted to point out. I pointed out in videos back then, in which they have to train Chuppy to not attack Hidalgo, because Chuppy, when he first saw Hidalgo, he saw him as food. Yeah, he's a small animal, and Chuppy saw him as food. So they have to train him to get it into his head that Chuppy is just another pack member and not food. Will Chuppy devour other kobolds though? Yes. Yes, he would. Again, training Chuppy was a challenge as well because he was trained to not attack the farm animals as well. He will see small animals as food first. Every time. Again, Chuppy is a good boy. A really, really good boy. As you can tell, he's a really, really, really good boy. He will not engage unless he's told to do so. Spikes, and I'm gonna try to attempt to draw the other set of spikes from the other side. I gotta hide the sketch. Okay, now on a different layer, I'm just above it. Gonna do some scales. Just the texture. Because again, these are scaly boys. Oh yeah, I didn't mention that their scales can be pretty much any color. This one just happens to be albino. details here, like few scratches or, you know, little dust marks. Did this song repeat it already? I want to listen to Dragon Ball, damn it. I'm gonna play that remix that I found not too long ago. It's only like a minute long? I'm going through my Spotify. And if you like it, it's gonna be in the description. I mean, I'm in the final stages of the line art. I need music. I need like exciting music. There we go. For 200 meters. Ah. There we go. This bike that is on the other side that we're not gonna see. go. Excuse me. Posture check. Oh my god, my coffee. Still there. So far, so good. Stress check. Yeah, I know. Back. Gotta stretch the back. What time is it, by the way? Oh, it's noon already. I started at 10, right? Yum. Okay. Let me hide the details that I like to have them separated so I can work on the main liner. I'm gonna thicken the lines that are basically outside. Yeah, just the lines that are basically outside. They're like wrapping the bigger things, not the details like wrinkles and stuff. No, leave those out. Under the belly, the leg, under the nails. Between the crevices, let's get those. Around the ear. That way you can tell that that this is the ear and that's the spike. I sneezed? What do you mean? Yeah, it looks better. Right there. cheeks. Oh, it's a little bit too thin. There we go. Let's bring the... Yeah, you want the line art to be thicker than the details. That's something that I learned. Good talk. Anyways, love your content, heart. Oh, thank you. You guys are sneezing over there in the comments. Oh, you're talking about how we sneeze? Yeah, we sneeze very differently. We actually make fun of how my niece sneezes. She sneezes like a shotgun. I'm gonna hide the details. I feel like I can add more. I think that's good. These specs here and there. Use a red color. Just for the base. Nice silhouette. Falling. It's really bright pink. saturation. It's really, really pale pink, almost white. Okay, let me experiment. Yeah, you can actually, the white. Okay, another layer. Yeah, it means that the pink still. I want to be a balance between that pink, not completely white. But we'll see. I might change the colors later. This is why I like to keep every single color in a different layer. That way, if I change my mind, I can just switch it. Eraser. Essence. Big. There. Skills that I want to paint white. So I need a bigger brush. Yeah, if it's gonna be a scaly skin, I like to, if you actually look at lizards up close, each individual scale is a different color. my elbow. And then I'm gonna do the opposite. Instead of putting little dots, I'm gonna erase. There we go. So we have the skin tone right now. I think it should be a lot paler. Okay. Saturation, let's just light it up a little bit more. There you go. And for smaller details, since we have the dominant colors, we can move on to the smaller ones, like claws, you know, oh yeah, tip of the spikes, yeah. We gotta move on to that now. So it's gonna be just the tips. Okay. This is my soft brush. I think this pink might be too bright. Since albinos, instead of pink, they're always leaning towards red. So I'm gonna aim a little bit. So it's not gonna pink, but it's not gonna be red. There we go. And then Bone Marrow Media, how you doing? You know, I already follow you on other social So I figure I will follow you here too. Oh, thank you. Like, wait, am I Goku? Yeah, actually, stream avatars when it comes to, yeah, it can be... Oh, you're on Twitch. Yeah, if you're on Twitch, you can actually go down and you can actually choose your avatar. Yeah, for YouTube, sadly, it's a little bit random. But for some reason, you know, only Twitch can choose their avatars. Give me airbrush. Normally, if it's on a one thing about, if it was up to me, the toe claws would be red too. Yeah, because you know, they will be clear. You know what? I'm not gonna deviate too much from the original. So I want to paint the nails pink, but no. Okay, I'm not gonna deviate from the original design too much. But I'm gonna give them a really light gray. And these ones too. Pixels.
You can if you want.
No, I think I actually... Thank you so much, Dragon Girl, for the super chat. Yeah, this is actually her commission. She commissioned this Chupacabra, so she's like, you can change the color nails. You know, I think the gray's growing on me. Yeah, I was like, I kind of want to change it to pink, but you know what? I'm gonna leave them gray for now. Because I'm assuming, since this is a bigger animal, this is not a cat. Because if you've seen the paws of... If you've seen cats and dogs, when they have white paws, their fingernails tend to be clear and their fingernails tend to be pink. Yeah, like the root tends to be a little bit pink. But, you know, these guys are bigger animals, their nails are thicker, so the keratin will be a lot thicker, so you would not see blood vessels. So I think it makes sense for them to be gray. Yeah, these claws are not thin enough for the blood vessels to show, so I think, I think it makes sense for them to be gray. He's a chupa baby. He's a chupa baby. Okay, I'm gonna do another layer. I'm gonna paint the teeth. It's like leaning towards yellow. A little, yeah, lighter. Oh, before I forget, on the skin tone, I feel like I should wait. I think I'm gonna wait until I paint the scars. Is there anything else? The nails? No, it's just the eyes and the teeth. And then the scars. Ah, shit. I did it the same layer as the skin. Man. Control C, there we go. There we go. Now I'm gonna adjust the color because I think it's too red. I'm gonna leave the eyes on its separate layer just in case. Now I'm gonna go for the scars. For the color of this, for the scars, I think I will take the same color as the skin but darker. Instead of the ear. Damn it. I'm just gonna adjust it. Damn it, when did I... Okay. I was like drawing on the wrong layer again. Just... That's better. And the tag, sunlight, sunlight gray. There we go. So it's gonna be... Oh, what type of commission was this? It's a fully shaded... Okay, so it has to have shade as well. Chupacabra! I had the eyes painted on a different layer. Gonna paint them again. Saturation, lower the saturation. Yeah. The human nature to want to pet and hug anything remotely friendly shaped, even if it's isn't friendly at all. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like the colors. I think I'm gonna stick with these. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with these. Just gonna merge all the colors in a single one. I'm gonna do some shading. Probably, yeah, I'm gonna do some shading before I end the stream. It's almost 1. I already spent too much time. And then I'm gonna continue later on. Oh, by the way, I actually finished the stream. I finished the drawing that I was doing yesterday. Let me show you real quick. This guy right here. I finished it. So yeah, even I'll try to do as much as I can during the stream, but if I exceed 3 hours, my back starts to scream. Yeah, if I don't take a break, my back is just screaming. So yeah, this is what I was this is the guy I was drawing yesterday. So yeah, I was only because I wasn't indecisive on because I couldn't decide on the pose. I was like really struggling with the hands and the hand holding the book as well. Yeah, I could only do I could only do up to the line art, and then I was like, I can't do this. I'm like, I need to continue another time. The lighting is awesome. Yeah, actually, I like to have like special effects separately. Let me, you know, dissect it so you guys can see. This is, yeah. The fireball is this fireball is completely separated. I like to work on the lighting as well on top of everything else. Whereas I'm gonna open all my folders. So what is this? The lighting. That's the line art. That's the pink light. Yeah, that's the pink light that I was working on. The bounce light. You know, the little. This is something new that I was actually experimenting on. A little bit of an outline on the shadows. That is more saturated. It gives a little bit more volume. And the main and the main shadow. And everything else is just flat colors. I was like, let me dissect it. The mage flame looks wicked. Again, disclaimer, I know nothing. I know nearly nothing about Dungeons and Dragons, but so I like, but you know, I like to, but I know that you guys are gonna be like, okay, this spell is probably, this guy's probably casting this spell. He could be he could be casting fireball for all I know, but who's stopping you from telling you that fireball looks like a rainbow, like a rainbow? Who's there to stop you to tell you, hey, the fireball spell, my fireball looks like a rainbow of colors? Like, there's nobody to tell you that. There's nobody to stop you from saying that my fireball looks like it looks like a shit ton of colors. So yeah, and then yep, you have the line, flat colors, shadows, the little outline for the shadows. You have the bounce light, the glow that is gonna be coming from the spell. And then the actual fireball So yeah, I was experimenting with the colors in here. I was playing around with the opacity as well. So you can still see his hand. So yeah, I was playing around with the opacity and the colors. I was just having fun. That's why it took me so long to, like, I woke up today to finish it. This morning I couldn't sleep. I woke up at 1 in the morning. I couldn't go back to sleep, so I just continued drawing. So I'm like, I might not look like it, but I'm dying right now. I am so tired. Anyways, I'm just gonna close it. And now I'm gonna do... Yeah, I might not look like it, but I'm dying right now. I'm gonna say that the light source is coming from this direction. Yeah, definitely. After this, I'm gonna take. I'm probably just gonna have a grab lunch, and then I'm just gonna take a nap. Oh, this song. I need music to wake me up.
Can I be a mongoose, dude?
Hey, can I be in the monkeys? I needed to hear that song. I needed to hear that song. And now I'm gonna work on the opposite light. I always use like a neon. I always use like a neon blue. This color. And I use a layer of low dodge. And the reason why I hide the colors is because they get to distract you. You know what? Before I do that, a little bit of eraser here on the tooth. Just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, now I'm happy. And for the brush, it's an airbrush, really, really thin. Extra shiny. I'm just getting over being sick. You know what? Now that you mention it, I always get really, really sick during, no, but now that I think about it, yeah, I did not get sick this time of year, actually. I always get sick during the pollen season. And you're like, oh, everybody has allergy. No, you do not understand. I get really, really sick. To the point that, I get all the symptoms. I get itchy. My eyes are itchy. I'm coughing. I'm sneezing. Headaches all the time. I didn't get sick this time. Huh. I need to count my blessings. Yeah, you have to, I'm just saying, you have to be grateful for every day that you are and you feel, for every day that you're feeling healthy. Does he have beans? Yeah, she has beans. Your belly. There we go. Dodge layer. With a bigger airbrush. I'm done yet. Just a little bit, just a little, just a little. Just to give him a little bit of 3D effect. glow, but not too much. Let's see how it looks with the colors. I need to easy down on the glow dodge. Yeah, so far so good. Another layer on top of that is gonna be the another glow dodge, but it's gonna be the shine. This song makes me want to pick up the violin again. Bro, I need to pick up the violin too. How long has it been? Almost 6 years since I picked up a violin. Yeah, believe it or not, I do play the violin, but it's been a long time ago. So don't expect me to bust any any masterful pieces. Because I will disappoint. I'm blurring the harsh tones here. That's what it looks like now with all the glow and shine. We're gonna add another layer of shading. Yeah, I'm probably gonna add another layer of, but I don't know. I feel like it still needs some work, so I'm just gonna come back to it later on. So yeah, this is the end of the stream, but before I end it, let's do a cage fight. Let's do a cage bat. Yeah, make sure to leave a comment so you can spawn a character, because I'm gonna make all the characters fight each other. Cage fight. Cage fight. Yeah, make sure to leave a comment to spawn your characters so we can make them all fight each other. Okay? Do that, do that, do that. Fight, fight, fight. We need the right song for that. Give me a sec. We need the right song. Gotta use a Dragon Ball
Destroy
song.
them.
Destroy them. Whoa. Shuffle. Okay, gauge 5 in 3, 2, 1. Let's get started.
Grade that beast.
Oh my god. That went fast. I have 2 people left. Bro, I just look away and everybody just gone. Oof. Who won? It's so small I can't read. Fine, you killed me. Misty? Oh my god. I was like, who won? It's so small I can't see. I mean, from my screen I can't see much. Yeah, for you guys who said that it's always rigged, I not always win. Mass bomb. I'm probably just gonna add like another layer, but just here and there. Little specks here and there. And here. And then I'm just gonna have orange. that made very little difference. Yeah, he needed that. He needed that. It's a little bit of extra depth. But you can see actually the jawline and the jawline. And then I'm just gonna make a little bit of a background and then I should be done. No, I just need to step away from it and see if I can change or improve anything else. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Nice art, thank you. That's it for me, guys. I need to take a break. I'm done right now. Next week I'm gonna continue with another round of commissions. Again, I'm close. I'm not. I'm close to commissions. I still need to finish the one. I'm just finishing the one that I just got, which is a lot to keep me occupied. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys next week. Probably I'm gonna switch my streaming days to Wednesday, Thursday. Probably gonna change my day, so I'm only gonna be streaming 2 days. Since I'm gonna be really busy. I want to put extra detail. I want to focus on commissions that require more attention, because there's some people that send me like a bunch. They send me like a list of descriptions, so I'm like looking back and forth to see what I'm missing. So I'm like like double checking, and to me that takes a lot of time. Yeah, for commissions, yeah, for more difficult commissions, I want to do it on my own. But you know, fun commissions like this, yeah, I will always stream these. I just love it when people give me creative freedom. They're like, yeah, you can do whatever you want with it. I was like, yes, thank you so much. And then they just give me the go ahead to go crazy with it. So those are the ones that I like to stream. Anyways, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next week. We had to end it with the song. Bye, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm done with my coffee. Love you guys. Take a nap. I will. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next week. Okay. Bye.